Welcome to vegetarianism, the noble way of living. Today we are making an afternoon snack, which includes almond ball and crispy golden pie. So now we are going to start with almond ball. The ingredients is 1 cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of ground almond, 3/4 cup of icing sugar, 1 cup of sliced almond, and 3 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. Okay, so let's get right at it. So let's mix the dry ingredients first. Be sure not to put in the oil, leave it for the last. Mix the dry ingredients. So now, mix. When you see it's about good, you take the vegetable oil and pour it in. Okay. Now mix all of the ingredients together. Be sure to mix it good. Alright, so now I can't really stir with the spoon anymore, so I'll stir with my hands. Be sure to make all the dry ingredients mix well with the vegetable oil. Okay, so now it looks pretty good, so we can start making the balls. So now you just take some of the dough we just made, and then you shape it into a ball. But make sure you don't roll it, for if you roll it, it will crack. So just squeeze it. Once you made a ball, just put it onto a flat plate. So just keep on making some of these. These snacks are also good for eating once you come back from school. You can also make some for your brothers or sisters, and you can also make some for your parents once they come back from work. Once they're very tired and hungry, that would be very nice of you to make some for your parents. Okay, so now once you've made the balls, we'll take it to the oven and put it in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes. Be careful not to burn yourself. And mainly you have to count on your smell for this. Once you smell a good smell of this bakery, you should take it out and check if it's not burned. Then just take it out and then you can start eating it. Okay, so while the almond balls are baking, we'll start out with the crispy golden pie. So the ingredients for this recipe is 1 cup of water, about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of unrefined sea salt, half a teaspoon of mushroom seasoning, and a cup of flour, and a pinch of pepper, and some vegan ham. Okay, now let's begin. So let's put all the dry ingredients in first. Okay, so I'll mix the dry ingredients now. Okay, once you think they've been mixed well, take your cup of water and pour it in. The water is depending on what you see, so it could be less or more. It's all depending on what you see. Now mix it. Okay. So I probably put a little bit too much water, so I just added some flour. So it should be about as thick like this. Alright, so we put this aside, and then let's start slicing the ham, vegan ham. Alright, so while you're doing this, make sure it's not too thick, because if it's too thick, it might be not very easy to cook. And if you're kind of nervous with a knife, you can ask your parents before leaving to slice some vegan ham for you, and then you can just pop it right in. Okay, so now all of this is pretty much almost ready to do, but I have some homework to do, and I'd like to wait for my parents when they're almost here, because it's best when it's right off the pan, nice and crispy. So I'll be back. Welcome back to Vegetarianism, the noble way of living. We've taken out the almond ball, and now I guess we can start on the pie. So turn on the heat, and then pour in your oil. Take your ham, and then you dip it inside the batter we just made. Okay, you can put a couple in there. Take one out, and then put it into the cooking pot. Make sure not to move it. Okay. So wait until it's dry a little, and then just move it. So we can put another one in. Okay. So once you think they're golden brown on one side, you flip it over. Alright, so let's just put some in for now. Okay, so once you think they're ready, alright, so take them out. Just make sure when you're taking them out, just let it like this so then some of the oil can come out. It's not very good to eat too much oil. Alright, and then put it on the plate. Okay, well, it's finished. It smells so good. Look at it. Well, this is a gift for my parents. They've loved me. They've cared for me for all my life. And now I'm going to make a special gift for them. And I hope your family will like this a lot too. Thank you for joining us today on Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living. Coming up next is Between Master and Disciples. May your life be filled with happiness and joy.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VEG.